I will probably never get monetized on this channel, but I'm okay with that. So I started first posting on this channel, I think mid-September of 2023. So mid-September of 2026, I'll have been doing YouTube for 3 years. When I first started, I did not feel comfortable in front of the camera, but you know what? I saw a lot of videos saying, do shorts. So I started with shorts, and I started not showing my face on camera because I was just very shy to show my face. It's really awkward looking into a camera lens and having that eye contact and being able to look natural in front of the camera. So I did shorts, I showed my videos making food, and I end up talking to someone and they're like, well, if you don't show your face, you're a nobody. And I'm like, okay, I can understand what he's saying, because how are people supposed to remember me and my channel if I don't show my face? So I decided to show more of my face. At that point, I was doing smoothie bowl videos. I got really good. I got so good at making smoothie bowl videos. I'm surprised I didn't get more views, but then I went to making what I eat in a day videos. And then I gravitated towards vegan educational videos and how to lose weight videos, because my whole point of starting YouTube was to get monetized and make money. It's the only reason I wanted to do YouTube. Now, obviously my goals have changed now because I just don't see myself getting monetized. But in that time, I was also trying to get more comfortable in front of the camera so I could do long form content. It's different doing shorts when you're doing something in front of the camera, moving around, whipping things up, and looking at the camera lens, versus doing a long form video. Like now, I feel a lot more comfortable since I've been doing this for several years. It's a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more natural in front of the camera. Now, I'm not like one of those huge YouTubers who looks super professional. I mean, I think when you have all the best editor doing everything and whatnot, there's just certain things, certain ways they can make the footage look, right? Look better and higher quality. But I kind of went back and forth from doing long form content. So I started out sharing my story of how I lost weight, how I've healed my mental health. And those were very short videos, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Again, very hard for me to sit and just talk for like 10, 15 minutes. Like if you go through my channel now, you'll see a lot more longer content, like longer videos, even 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Some of them are 40 minutes. I can't believe I've gotten to the point where I can actually talk for that long. But I did some day in a life videos here and there. I don't really do that much anymore just because it just takes so long to edit that content. I have gone towards minimalism content, right? I was in Minnesota. I decided to get rid of 99% of the stuff that I owned, and I decided to go on a little minimalist journey. And I got rid of a lot of stuff. Then I turned towards educational minimalist content. I didn't really like that, to be honest. Having a teleprompter and having to read from the teleprompter and also look into the camera lens, like it would be like a little higher up, was just, I didn't have the energy for it. Like when I'm making these types of content, I actually want to talk for as long as I talk. Like I feel excited to talk. I wasn't feeling like that back then, and so it didn't last. I gave away a lot of my camera gear that I wasn't using because I felt like it was a waste to hold that. And yeah, I just gravitated more towards sharing my life again and documenting my life. And so that's what I've been doing now, right? I talked about how I'm no longer raw vegan. I lost, my pipes were frozen in this place for 2 days. I didn't have water, so I made a video about that. I've been doing more sporadic videos where I'll just randomly make a video and it's more talking head, just me talking and not doing a lot of like walking up and moving around. I don't have an issue walking up and moving around, but if I don't, like my place is small, I don't feel like I really have anything here to really talk about if I don't have something already like, oh, I want to talk about this. I will be doing more walking around and moving around and showing my place a little bit more when I talk more about the microplastics and my journey with that. But there's some videos where it doesn't require me to get up and walk around. Like I talked about how I plan to learn Hungarian in 12 months, my goal for that, my plan. Actually, I did do some show and tell with the books that I bought. I've done some other videos, right? And so these are very... And so now I'm basically just doing videos of just documenting my life. I'm not the type of person who's going to take random pictures of myself and keep them. My phone, like when I had dogs, was just filled with dog pictures. And I'm really bad at just documenting things. So I do want to keep doing this channel, even though I don't see myself getting monetized anytime. And you might be like, wow, well, you have over 13,000 subscribers. Yeah, I got those subscribers from shorts. 99.99999 whatever percent of my subscribers are from shorts. I have my most viral short got over 4 million views. With it, I got over 9,300 subscribers, right? So when have all these subscribers and whatnot, those people just want to watch short form content. They don't want to watch my long form content. Typically, there's going to be a little bit of overlap, but not by much. So I have all these subscribers. Most of those people came from my shorts. If I kept making shorts, they would keep watching my shorts. But because I don't make shorts anymore, there's nothing really for them to watch. Now, I do still get views on my shorts, but it's been really hard to get views on my long form content. Like I am struggling. So to get monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. 4,000 watch time hours in a 365-day period. Right now I'm at a little more than 400 watch time hours in the last 365 days, which it's not good, right? At the end of September, I'll be 3 years into this channel and not even close to monetization. But like I said, it's hard. I could change my content, right? I feel like I got a lot of views when I got more consistent views when I was talking about minimalism. I don't want to niche down like that. I want to be me. I don't want to educate anyone on anything. I just want to document my life. And if that means that my likelihood of getting monetized is very low, then I'm okay with that. Because I actually do go through and watch my older videos, like from a year ago. I'll be like, what was I doing? I don't really remember what I was doing. I'll go watch and be like, all right, that's what I was doing. It's nice to see how much I've grown, how much I've changed, and just seeing how my life was a year ago. If I want to see my dogs, I can go back and watch one of the videos that I did of like my dogs and losing my dogs and just seeing pictures of them. And then it's interesting, I have a new channel that I started. I started volunteering at a dog rescue, and I started a channel for that because I figured, why not, start documenting, not just documenting, but vlogging the dogs. Maybe I can help get some of these dogs adopted. That channel I started 6 months ago. I have close to 800 watch time hours in 6 months. That is insane compared to this channel that I have here, where I have a little more than 400 watch time hours. Now, I don't even have close to 1,000 subscribers on that channel, but I see real possible growth to get monetized in hopefully the next year. I don't think it's going to be like a year since I started and then I'm going to get monetized a year later. I think it's going to take longer than that, but I see the possibility of actually getting monetized on that channel. So I don't want to say prioritizing that channel. I do one video a month. There's a lot of footage to go through. I'm doing all my own editing on this channel and that channel. And it takes a long time to edit the footage. It can take hours. The footage that I have here, the videos where I'm just here talking, they don't take that long to edit. My internet is slow. The thing that takes the most time is just uploading the video because my internet is so slow, unfortunately, and it costs an arm and a leg for 1 gigabyte worth of uploading speed. So I'm not going to pay for that. I just let it sit and it uploads overnight if it's really long, because some videos take like 8 hours. I kid you not, 8 hours to upload one video. If it's like an hour, if it's close to an hour long, if it's like 20 minutes or less, an hour or so, possibly 2 hours to upload. So, it's interesting. I'm in a group that helps you grow on YouTube. And while I can follow that, I feel like I have to be a fake version of myself, and I wouldn't be able to make the type of content that I want to make, which is just documenting my life, right? I'd have to really niche down. Really what I should do is I should have one channel for talking about minimalism and microplastics, one video or one channel for talking about random stuff, and then one channel for vlogging my life. Because right now, the issue is YouTube doesn't know who to show my videos to, right? I did a video about how I'm gonna learn Hungarian in 12 months. And maybe YouTube is like, oh, we're gonna go show this video to people who are interested in learning other languages, right? And then I have a video where I said day 2 of no running water. YouTube might show that same video to the same person it showed the how I'm gonna learn Hungarian in 12 months video, and that person doesn't wanna watch that video because it has nothing to do with language learning. My channel is all over the place. It is a mess when you look at it. There have been some themes here and there, right? The minimalism theme, you can see that happening for a little bit, and you can see other themes. But because I'm not sticking to one theme, YouTube just doesn't know who to show my videos to. But I have a lot of family and friends who watch my channel, and so I feel like, and also for my goals of just documenting my life, it makes sense for me to keep making videos here, even if I never get monetized, right? Because I just want to document my life. I have family members I don't talk to every single day, and they can keep up with me here on this channel. I've also somewhat got lazy with thumbnails. There's certain thumbnails where certain thumbnails do better if it's just a screenshot. Other thumbnails do better if there's text on the screen. I would overanalyze this stuff, and it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to make the content that I want to make for looking back at the future and being like, this is where I started, this is where I am. I would like to travel in the future, and I would like to add those videos in too. But again, I think this channel is just going to stay super random. And because it's super random, it would just be really hard to get monetized. And I'm not willing to change what I'm doing in order to get monetized because it's exhausting. I actually quit. I quit for 6 months. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, because I feel like I'm not hitting the goal that I want to hit. And I'm like, I should start a new channel, one for each individual thing of my life. Who can keep up with 4 YouTube channels? That is insane, right? So I have this YouTube channel. I have the YouTube channel where I'm a volunteer at a dog rescue, and I started a 3rd channel actually. That 3rd channel, the purpose of that is when I get to a point where I can actually speak Hungarian to a good enough degree, I want to start making content where I'm speaking Hungarian and uploading to the 3rd channel, just so I can see myself progressing with speaking Hungarian, because I would like to ultimately move to Hungary, and I think it would really help me if I'm forced to speak Hungarian, and then I can rewatch those videos and see, well, where do I need to improve, right? If I'm forced to speak the language, because I'm going to have to hire a tutor, I'm going to have to work with a tutor multiple times a week to get to that point. I don't have any family members that I know of that speak Hungarian. Maybe I'll meet them in the future. I don't know of anyone in this area who speaks Hungarian. And so I figure if I have a channel where it's Hungarian based, I can maybe interact with other people who speak Hungarian and progress my language learning skills and getting better at actually speaking Hungarian. It doesn't make sense to add it to this channel because people who watch this channel are speaking English. 99% of people who watch this channel speak English. So it makes sense to make a completely separate channel for that. But I don't see myself breaking off into any other channels because, I've said this before, I work 40 hours a week, right? I don't make any money from any of my YouTube channels. I work 40 hours a week. That's how I make my money. And then on top of that, I have 2 YouTube channels, this one and my other volunteer one that I'm trying to keep up with. So I don't really want to add more to my plate and overwhelm myself. But yeah, I see myself continuing to make random sporadic videos. When I took that 6-month break and I came back, I uploaded a bunch of videos. I was then doing videos, I think 3 times a week for maybe a month or so. And then last week I did 1 video. This week will be 1 video. And actually, yeah. And I just want to keep making random videos. I don't want to have this timeline where I have to do 3 videos a week or 1 video a week or whatnot. If I have nothing to talk about, I have nothing to talk about. If I have a lot of stuff to talk about, I want to make content about that. You know, just sharing my life, but not being on the schedule where I feel like I have to follow a certain schedule. And if I don't follow it, it stresses me out. I don't deal with stress well at all. I have been working on lowering my stress. And I have been doing really well, to be honest, too. Like, look, my hair, it's growing. I think this is I don't know if this is the longest it's been on camera since I started YouTube, but my hair is growing. Like, I can actually see curls. I washed it this morning, so I haven't run my fingers through it and gotten rid of all the curls. But the trichotillomania for pulling my hair out on my head is not as bad as it has been in the past. I do pull from other places, unfortunately, but like I want to keep making videos about that. Like, oh, you know, maybe I can get my hair to 6 inches and then talk about that and talk about how I'm trying to beat trichotillomania because it's really hard to beat, but I have to lower my stress. I talked about how I started using Kind patches. I'm still using them, by the way. I'm using the Stress Down extra strength patches that is helping me lower my stress. It is thankfully thanks to those Kind patches that I have been able to lower my stress whatsoever. I've done years of therapy, hasn't helped me lower my stress. So yeah, I just want to keep talking about the things that I want to talk about that are happening in my life and documenting that so I can go back 5 years down the line and go and watch that content and be like, that's what I was doing 5 years ago. I can't believe how much I've grown. I can't believe how much I've changed. I went from doing a 120-day juice cleanse to eating predominantly raw for over a year, to now eating cooked food, a lot of junk food, right? But then I'm going to change to, you know, doing more whole food, plant-based, getting away from the microplastics as much as possible, and just seeing these changes as the years go on. I just think it's really nice because I'm not the type of person to journal. I hate writing. Since I've been working from home, working remotely, my handwriting has degraded a lot. Like, I was here for handwriting. This is, I feel like, the top. I was here really good, and it's gone a lot worse. Like, when I have to sign things, it looks horrible. If I have to write something out, it looks horrible. But yeah, I'm excited, even though, again, I don't see myself getting monetized. I think it's okay. But yeah, just sharing my life on YouTube because why not?